Hi Fave, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can eat rice without actually eating rice this festive season. Now let's begin. The first thing we're going to do is to add some rice to our bowl. Of course, we're using local rice, and then we'll proceed to rinse this thoroughly. You want to rinse this severally until the water runs clear. So please waves, continue to rinse. Just keep rinsing and rinsing and rinsing. If you don't want to use local rice for this recipe, another alternative that you can use is the tuwo shinkafa rice. Yeah, it's commonly sold in the market and you can get it at any open market, but I am using local rice for this, and it was also a great option. You can use any type of rice from basmati to ofada rice, but let's focus on using local rice now. So I have rinsed it until the water ran clear. I will soak it in water for 45 minutes, and after 45 minutes, this is what I got. Now I'm going to sift this out and then drain out the water. So we want to make sure that there is no more liquid in this. So I'll shake it like this and then proceed to transfer this to my tray for it to dry out. Yes, you want it to dry out. So you know how when maybe you're cooking rice and halfway your gas finishes, that vibe gone is what this rice gave me. So I transferred it to my tray and I spread it out so that it can easily dry out. If you have like a tray that has like maybe drain, it would even be better. I put it out in the sun. After an hour or two, this is what you would get. Your rice is well dried out, and thank God it's a harmattan period, so it will quickly dry out, and this is what it looks like dried. Okay, so now we're going to proceed to add this to our pan. You want to toast this a little bit so that it has that, toasty flavor. Just keep on mixing it, toasting a little bit like this so that it makes it easier for your blender to blend, and it is just perfect. After toasting it for a while, I actually did toast it for about 2 minutes or so. This is what it looked like, and then I'll proceed to be blending this now in my Buchi Mix blender. You can use any high power blender that you have, but I'm using Buchi Mix blender for this recipe, and I also recommend that you do the same. Okay, so I'll transfer this to my blender now and I'll proceed to blend this. Because the rice has been toasted, it was quite easy for the rice to blend in my blender. Okay, once I opened the blender, this is what I got. It's already blended into powder. You can see how powdery this is. So yeah, I totally recommend the Buchi Mix blender for this recipe. And now, faves, we've successfully made rice flour at home. This is how you make rice flour at home. You can even sift this to get a finer texture. And after sifting this is what we have. Okay, now I'm going to transfer this to an airtight container and I'll store it for later use, but for now use, let's make this into a swallow. I'll add this into my bowl, a little bit of that, because this thing swells, faves. Okay, so and then I'll add some water to this. Just add like a few cups of water, and then I'll continue to mix this just like you would make semo, but this is not semo, this is rice flour. So the water was not enough. I had to add like more water to this, and I'll continue to mix this until I have that runny texture. Just like I said, the same process for semo, but this is not semo. Okay. So once I mix this thoroughly like this to combine, and then I have this kind of consistency, I have been boiling some water in my pot, so I'll just like transfer this to that. Like I said, semo method. All right. So I'll just continue to mix this. You want to mix this and ensure that there are no lumps. Okay, so I've been boiling some water in my pot. Like I said, I'll just open this and then I'll add my mixture. I decanted some of the water because I'll be needing it for later, and then I'll add the rice flour mixture to this, and then I'll transfer the wet one in there as well. Okay, so and then I'll continue to mix this on low heat, because faves, this is like you're cooking rice, so you don't want it to like cook on high heat. You want it to cook gently, so you continue to mix this on low heat, stirring it. This is like a creamy consistency, Abby. how would I put it, like a milky consistency. Just keep stirring it, don't worry. Even though it does not come together at this point, don't be alarmed. It's going to come together. Just keep stirring it on low heat, like you can see me do. You can notice that it's already turning into like a pudding. Some people can just stop at this point, serve it with some milk, and it's really good to go. But we're making swallowed, not rice pudding. Okay, so we'll just continue to mix this thoroughly like this, and you can see from the video that it is already starting to thicken. You can add a little bit of the wet one to it to at least make it thicker, and then continue to mix this together. Mix it in that, like I said, semo method. If you're also making semo, you can also add like the dry one. Continue to mix this on low heat still, so that your rice swallow can continue to cook. Once you start to see something that looks like this, you know that yes, it is starting to come together, and that is what we are trying to achieve. All right, so just continue to mix this thoroughly like this. Mix and mix and mix and mix and mix. Please, if you are a new follower or subscriber on my page, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It will really encourage me to release more amazing videos like this. And if you are watching this, please like this, share to your friends and family. I'll add some hot water to this at this point, to further cook it, and then I'll just like use my spatula to just make sure that the water gets to every point in that pot, and then I'll cover this for a while, just about maybe 2 to 3 minutes or 4, depending on the level of heat you are using, so that it cooks through. And this is what you get. When you start making this at first, it will not look like smooth, but when you incorporate the liquid into the swallow, it would now form into like your perfect rice swallow. Look at what we have. This was so fluffy and this was so delicious. Everyone really loved this and they asked for more. I hope you do try this recipe. I hope you do share it with your friends and family. So this is how you can eat rice so without actually eating rice this festive season. I know a lot of us are tired of eating rice. Even me, I'm tired of I've eaten different types of rice, jollof rice, but now you can make rice swallow from the comfort of your home. So this is what we have. Our rice swallow is ready. It's good to go. I'm going to serve this in my plate now. Look at the texture. It's the texture for me. It's giving everything it needs to give. Oh, krrr. I'll be serving this with some God-fearing egusi soup, and then I'm going to enjoy this Christmas period, because I deserve enjoyment, and even you too, you deserve enjoyment. So you should definitely try this recipe. I'll see you in my next videos. Let me just show you the texture before I go, and then look at that. It's very fluffy, very nice. Just pair it with egusi and you're good to go. Bye, faves. Love you.